Anderson Valley and Central Otago, the two hottest places to make Pinot Noir in the world right now. And I'm not joshing ya. Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And today, we continue the battle royale of vino, and we're going Pinot Noir, and we're pairing up two places that I think are establishing themselves, kind of distancing themselves at this moment in time as premier producers of Pinot Noir. And I'm speaking specifically about Central Otago, and I'm speaking of Anderson Valley in California, which is really lightning hot right now. Ooh, the Thunder Show lightning, I like it. And the two wines today that are battling, one is 26 bones, one is 40 bones, so a little bit bigger price difference than we've liked in the past, but we'll let it go. Both rolling in at 91 points from the wine enthusiasts, so that's kind of interesting. Really nice, fair matchup, I think, here today, and I'm dying to see. This is a little bit like Hagler-Hearns, two heavyweights, well, they're not heavyweights, two middleweights that can punch, and you know it's not going to last very long. So it'll be interesting to see who gives the big blow and ends the battle. The Amersfield 2006 Pinot Noir, which I've loved on the Thunder Show in the past, we did it in 2005, is 26 bucks, and is a very classic Pinot Noir producer. I've been very impressed with him and their wines. And now this very intriguing little guy here, this is from Phillips Hill, the Toulouse Pinot Noir, which I've never had before. Only 100 cases made of this wine, Mott. 100, yeah, it's really rare stuff. Let's zoom in on that. And that's a little producer, so I'm excited to see what's going on with that. And kind of interesting, wanted to bring out, again, we talked about, I left a sticker on even this time, these Isch glasses, E-I-S-C-H. Interesting little glasses. Great job by them to send them out to me. I appreciate it. From Germany, and we'll see how we like them in these Pinot Noir type glasses they have. So let's see the color battle, which we've been really enjoying. You've been enjoying this format, huh, Mott? I hope the fans are as well. Let's, or the Vaynerchuks, what am I going fans? What is that? The color battles have been interesting. That last white show that was really different, but this again, I would say that the Phillips is slightly dark. You see him out? Slightly darker. I hope. Actually, I'm wearing a pretty white shirt. Let's get the light going. Yeah, I see it. What's going on here? I'm like a third-grade girl who's standing, and the guy she likes in school is walking by. Hey, Timmy. Anyway, little darker over here. So let's see what's going on with these two wines. We'll start with the Amersfield based on the lighter color, so we'll assume it's a little bit of a lighter wine, but could be wrong about that. Sniffy sniff. You know, Pinot Noir is hot, and I love Pinot Noir, but aromatically is where they really get me. I'm really enjoying the Pinots on the nose. Hit my lip. Again, nice dose of strawberry coming through. A lot of strawberry lately on vinos. Little clove action coming through, which I'm enjoying. A little bacon fat, which is always nice to see. Canadian bacon fat, as a matter of fact. Big ups to the Canadian contingency. Love. I mean, have you seen the stats? I mean, Canada blowing up on the Thunder Show. That Globe Mail article, I think, Mott, and a bunch of bloggers. And oh, what happened with the Knicks Raptors last night? I know this is Wednesday, so this happened last Friday. Canadian Dave? Canada Dave? What? You took a lot of smack about your boy Bosch, but he got schooled on by Zach Randolph. Z-Bob kind of took him to the Rizak and ended the game. That was a stunning win for the Knicks. I'd prefer them to keep losing so we can get a draft pick. Little hints of dark black cherry kind of soda, but kind of limited, a little bit more limited on the nose than I remember in the past. Let's see what's going on over here with the Phillips Hill. Sniffy sniff. Really nice, like, garden action coming through on the nose. Really, the overriding raspberry flavor is quite pretty, but coming through very nicely with a little bit of, like, celery stick, cabbage, little hints of powdered chocolate, like Quick on top. You know, the Quick mix that makes the milk chocolate, or Is that what it is? Milk chocolate? Yeah. Chocolate milk. Interesting. You know, I wonder maybe if these glasses are just not that awesome because I'm digging for these characteristics more so than normal. You know what, bring over the big-ass glass. It's a kind of live kind of show. That's how we roll. Oh, imagine you would have broke it. That would have been the show. That would be like, that'd be the end of UMont. It's a big-ass glass, man. What are you talking about?
Big-ass can.
Big-ass can. Let's see what's going on here. We might be just dealing with very closed down Pinot Noirs in a very young stage here. I think it sounds like a little poopy cheese component that I wasn't really getting through. Interesting. Aromatically challenged, and that kind of disappoints me with both of these Pinot Noirs. But again, very young wines, and you know that's to be expected. Let's give the Amsfield a little bit of a whirl. At least they're not challenged on the... Ooh, Pinecone City on the end there. Interesting. Great depth. That bacon fat that we tasted, that we smelled on the nose, is really coming home on the finish here. Wow, dry tannins, really ripping at the end here. Nice long finish, great mouthfeel, very heavy, great dry, dark cherry fruit, very obvious, very passionate, very focused. Well made, good body presence. Just a solid bottle of Pinot Noir at 26 bones, very serviceable. Once again, Central Otago coming through. For me, this is a nice solid wine. Great mouthfeel. That's really where I'm won over by this wine. A little dirty, a little like, ooh, red radish on the finish. I like it, and it's obvious. A little red radish on the finish that I like. A little, it's very focused, but it gets a little bit, just for a hair. It's like, you know, that player that dropped 39 on you, but like with 5 seconds left, actually missed one of the free throws. That's kind of how I see this. Reminds me a little bit of Dominique Wilkins. You know, had everything but the for a championship kind of thing. Maybe didn't have the component. Doc Rivers was there though. Anyway, I'm going to score this wine 90 points. It's a very solid Pinot Noir, and with the way Pinot Noirs are priced in today's market, I would say that this is even a buy. Well made. If you've not experienced New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc yet, New Zealand Pinot Noir yet, this is definitely a wine that I think is worth the adventure to go find. So I would recommend it, and it's a good solid start. Let's see if this Phillips Hill can counter, because that was a little bit of rumbling from Amsfield. Let's give it a whirl here. I said Hagler Hearns, right? That's so cool. If you know that fight, it was a classic. Hearns started off really strong and really did bring a lot to the fight, but Hagler finished him off, and he finished him off hard in one of the big, massive knockouts in boxing history. And that's what we have right here, my friends. Amsfield brought some nice thunder. This Phillips Hill is ripping good. 100 cases. That's devastating. This wine is low. I need to find out more about this. Anderson Valley Pinot Noirs are getting very interesting to me. Very Burgundian-like on its mouthfeel. Reminds me of a great Givry Chambertin, maybe from the, you know, just a... I wanted to spit it, but I gotta drive home. Gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous cherry cola flavors on the mid-palate. Really pretty blend of red and black fruit. So I get a beautiful, like, raspberries and cherries, but then it's loaded on the back end with almost like a black currant and like a raisin kind of feel going on. Very pretty, very focused, very floral. Rose petals for days. I mean, think about the longest wedding you ever went to. The darn flower girl's like dead at the end, like done. Like just 6 miles of rose petals. And from the beginning of tasting this, right through the mid-palate and right through the finish, through the closing act, kind of like Something About Mary when you think the movie's over. Did I say like Mari? Something About Mary. When you think the movie's over and you're leaving, but then they like bring you back to Buttercup. You remember that, Mom? Like the movie would never end in the credits and it still wasn't over. That's what this wine's like. I'm still yapping about Something About Mary and I'm still tasting this wine. 2+ minute finish on this wine. Very good. I mean, really good. Really good. Better than the Brego that I went berserko about and forced all of you to join the mailing list. I've got to say it. Better than that. I'm in love with this wine. Mott, do they have a... Yep, they have a website. Hopefully they have a mailing list. Mott, link this up. Vaynerchuks, listen to me. Listen! With only 100 cases producing, this is a winery clearly that is not going to be available on retail. I'm not even sure how we got it or what the whole story is. You need to get on this mailing list. These guys are bringing serious thunder. I'm going 94 points on this wine. I am completely taken aback by the overall explosiveness of this wine, the richness, the depth, the old world love. That's the cool climate of Anderson Valley. The new world love. I mean, this has everything. And what? 40 bones. This has everything. All of the mustard, all of the grip, all of the oomph to be a very serious classic Pinot over the next 5 to 8 years. I diss on 2003 Bordeaux a lot and say they're going to fall apart. I'm only going in historical terms, whereas I think the 03s are going to last. Excuse me. I think the 03s are going to last for another 15 to 20 years. I know a lot of people talked about the Bordeaux episode from last Friday with the 04s where I mentioned the 03s and everyone was like, is it okay to drink the 03s over the next 5 years? Oh, absolutely. 10 to 15 years. But they won't last 40 like so many classic Bordeaux will. You know, this is a new world Pinot Noir, even though it's kind of acting in an old world place like Anderson Valley. Very, very interesting place. But man, this is really good. What's going on here? What is it saying here? And difficult as it is to grow Pinot when you have to fight the climate or the soil. Here is grows in the nursery of angels. Nursery for angels. Here are the products of the human creativity. Together. Something very smart and philosophical. Probably over my head, Mott. I don't know. What I do know is that this wine is an absolutely tremendous bottle of Pinot Noir that I would beg to pair with duck right now. Mott. Book to him. nothing you can help me with. Just amazing. Really blown away. Mott, you're promising me? Link it up. Guys, scroll down the video, and it's going to say, go to phillipsestates.com. Join their mailing list, because one of the great things, remember, legacy is what we're doing with Wine Library TV. One of the great things is I really want to roll up on one of your children one day, you know, when I'm like 68, at the track. Come on, honey dog, down the stretch. Come on, honey dog. You know, I cannot wait to be 80 at the track. And I want some guy to come up to me like, are you that crazy, idiotic Jets fan? You still haven't won a Super Bowl. What? You know, but, you know, I got to thank you, because you made my uncle or my dad or my grandfather go on Phillips Estates list, and now it's some of the best wines we've ever had. I'm telling you, it is that good. It is that classic. That was an interesting story. I had to tell the Vaynerchuks how much I want to be 80 and be at the track. Great wine. Very well priced. Please knock someone out to find this wine. Question of the day. What's the last wine you've had that made you react the way I just reacted? Because you, with a little bit of me, and Johnny Bravo, who's a great jockey, we're changing the wine world, whether they like it or not. Have one of these, then you're hardcore.